Dear Grace, with the way technology is booming, what can I do to ensure my kids' safety from violent video games and suggestive movies?
Dear concerned parent, a scripture comes to mind concerning your question from Proverbs 22:6, which says, "Train up a child in the way they should go, and when they're old they will not depart from it." First of all, we need to realize that our children are gifts from God. He has entrusted them to our care and given us the responsibility to teach and train them. Now, some of the video games, movies, and TV programs that we see today are not like they were years ago. They're not quite as innocent. There are lots of violence, sexual undertones, and ungodly evil scenes. And these are things that are going into our children's souls and minds. And it does affect their thinking and their attitude and their behavior. So as a parent, you need to review every game, every movie, every TV program. And if it isn't suitable, then you just simply don't let your children watch them or be a part of them. And of course, they're going to be like most children. Well, so-and-so's mom lets her watch this or do this. And you're just going to say, well, I'm not responsible for so-and-so, but I am responsible to you, for you, and I'm responsible to God for you. And you'll just have to, put your foot down and say no. And tell them that, you want to do what's best for them. That's what you do because you love them and you want what's best for them. So you're going to have to just stand firm. And most of all, you pray over your children every day.
Dear Grace, how do I handle gossipers and backstabbers in the workplace?
Dear burning ears, well, I think, in the workplace, they make a game out of gossip. And what I can encourage you to do is when someone comes to you and they want to start talking about another co-worker or the boss or somebody else, you just need to, number one, don't participate. Now, you don't want to be rude maybe and say anything, that might offend them, but what you can do is once they get through their negative whatever they're saying about another person, well, try to come back with something positive to say about that person. And if it really gets to the point where you just can't handle it anymore, you'll just have to tell them, look, I'm sorry, I have work to do and I just don't have time to listen to gossip. And they may get mad at you, but you've got to consider that if they're coming to you talking about someone else, I guarantee you that they're going back to someone else and talking about you. So it's just one of those where you're going to have to stand your ground. You're going to have to not get involved in it and pray, before you go into work that the Lord will give you the strength and the wisdom to know how to deal with that situation. And if people get the point that you don't want to hear it, they'll stop coming to you. And that would be my suggestion.